Good morning, teacher and classmates. Today I present my research project about the development of cognitive skills in the language skills online. My name is Jesus David Zanabria López. I am studying licenciatura en lenguas extranjeras con énfasis en inglés at the Universidad Nacional Abierta a Distancia UNAM. Introduction. In the development of cognitive language skills online, the purpose of research is to develop cognitive language skills online is to improve cognitive language education so that the students can develop their language skills with structures, methodologies, pedagogies using the four skills of the English such as writing, listening, reading, and speaking, ensuring that a student have significant learning in the virtual model. Educational research also consists of interpreting and understanding educational phenomena so that it occupies an important place in the global improvement. In language education development, cognitive skills such as thinking, memory, and attention in language education uh, learning tools. Only a teaching strategy use communication tools online learning in educational space. This encourages a learning and development of cognitive skills with reward and innovation actions, having collaborative groups to discuss topics only using collaborative glossaries, brainstorming through ICT tools, and other important aspects for the good develop of cognitive language skills online. With the educational system, pedagogical learning program, educational research involved health of knowledge, helping in the fields of educational research, covering the different learning system in the current and education research project. Teaching practice is the support by research consider what is important in the classroom become a research strategy. Educational research and research project can help me in my professional file to know my own attributes to find and select information, allowing me differ flows, defense weaknesses. As a teacher in training, it is important to provide students with access to research techniques. It also helps students and teachers in training learn and the main tensors have clarity and now and be organized in the plan of thinking ideas on a topic information methods and research techniques as necessary to provide teaching practice in the classroom and virtual modeling. With the help of the line of research defined in the Article 24 of research states pedagogical and learning augmentation, education and human development, education, edit, culture and education, bilingualism in distance education medias by technologies, visually and knowledge, managed and 11 factors associated with a quality of distance education, pedagogical life, didactics and curriculum, and mediatis pedagogicals. Those lines or research are neat because they are organized from an investigate activity, building a provide cognitive structure in the virtual modality that transforms setting and knowledge and produce new knowledge. The general objective is to ensure that online students of the English 4 course have a good development of cognitive skills, methodological and pedagogical strategies with the use of the 4 language skills of the language English, with the use of digital tools apply in the tense and can occupy an important place in the global improvement of education. We continue to the specific objectives to implement innovative strategies with the use of cognitive skills to strengthen the knowledge of each student, to achieve a student understanding with the use of digital tools, teaching activities, and online games, to develop online activities for better students, and starting with the use of speaking, reading, writing, and listening language skills. The significant study in this research project on the development of cognitive language skills online, it is important for this research project to strengthen cognitive language education in virtual mode. It is beneficial for both students and teachers to be able to use the virtual mode because it facilitates better learning, develop different linguistic skills with innovative strategies. Virtual education becomes a fundamental means for educational provide a real important contribution of develop of abilities, capacities, and skills for the teacher students and teacher learning process is optional. Virtual education brings the transformation of the educational process. The use of virtual reality makes it is possible for the students to explore the environment through three-dimensional resources through the use of students to explore environments. It is also to deduct a alternative for the development of skills. It occupies a very important place in the global improvement of educational online cognitive skills. And knowledge is both with the different capacities with creative and planning developing skills, and knowledge is built with capacities with creativity and planning, developing skills, cognitive process, use different capacities to thinking and learning, working together. The skills can have a good cognitive development of the virtual modality. The statement of the problem, how to develop cognitive language skills online. In the scenario of educational practice, where I am carrying on out my pedagogical practice with the students of English for a course in bachelor's program of foreign language with emphasis on English, the problem present by the present scenario of practice are the use of ICT. They do not apply all topics with digital tools in multi activities and strategies that can strengthen students and knowledge are not applied. This leads to develop of topics with the use of cognitive skills, where didactic activities can be implemented in virtual mode, applying trial strategies and innovate and effective. The theoretical frameworks is cognitive abilities have a lot to do with notion or intelligence or learning experience sense to which individually can grow cognitive and learning to perform complex tasks to foresee future situation or relations to have a experience this type of skills correspond to set specific intellectual abilities that a person uses more or less through different situations, such as for is who evaluates the abilities behind the case, urban anti-tension with society, planning the ability to forecast the future to concept as a future goals. Evaluation is capacity that is also not close to this right goal. Innovation capacity for alternatives to find the new paths towards goals. A human thing is the result of complex and abstract a series of the process that raise for capture or certain signal, then interpretation their memory source the translation into a system of valued concepts from which or response with exaggerated energy. The developed linguistic skills must be strengthened with strategies of teachers must plan in the class to have a good significant develop with communication skills, learning to defines a teaching learning process in a teaching learning process for better strength and performance of the students. The literature review, the development of cognitive language skills online in this research project highlights the importance from strength cognitive language education and virtual modeling. It is a benefit for both students and teachers to facilitate good learning by developing language skills with multi strategies using digital tools for a better understanding of the students and educational level. For example, Oxford 1990 classified cognitive strategies with the group of direct strategies along with memory and competences strategies. Memory are those help students store and relate information. For example, establishing a relationship between image some getting words their meaning, review from then time use mechanical techniques, connect strategies are strategies to practice, receive, and send information reason of the analysis structure for their conclusions in different contexts. Finally, there are comparative strategies which can be both linguist and extra language and help to complete information in face of difficulties that students may parent purchase of your lunch, etc. Página 170. The use of Web 2.0 tools for develop cognitive strategies all made a comment in 1999 states that it which three groups of strategy are distinguished, which as will be mentioned later as cognitive, metacognitive, and socio-affective. In this article, we will focus on cognitive strategies that have been defined at various ways, page 117. The development of cognitive and technological skills with mobile learning, Rodriguez, 2011, he states that this challenge leads to generate a change that introduces interesting the self of pedagogical models teaching, learning to improve the life of preparation of society in various fields, educational training, page 13. Cognitive construction principles application of the communication technologies ICT of teaching learning of English for a specific process. For nursing education, information and communication technology ICT, especially the internet, play a fundamental role. They are main vehicle in the transmission of information and knowledge. For more, the core individual maintains constant relationship with technology and environment from which has control of learning control how to learn through interactive, interacting and playful learning. This is how information and communication technologies are contained in the educational field to learn with them, to learn from them. Bahaira and Spayet, 1997, page 41. Develop a cognitive skills language. According to the Guerra Fernandez Jimenez Imena, in 2018, the developed cognitive skills start from the immersion of the responsible of developing the applied constructivist theories or learning is a concept with principles of cognitive emotion age, promoting effective and efficient learning that directs children and young people to improve an acquisition of cognitive skills, page 142. The previous studies is develop cognitive skills. This article present multiple case articles or skills implementers of mobile learning project. The project was implemented with 3,000 first semester professional students from 2 campuses of private educational institutions. The objective was analyze to learning resource mobile of 4 courses to identify how it was about promoting the development of cognitive skills in students. Interviews were used to focus group, surveys, documents, analysis, and not in-source observation that were analysis quantitative and qualitative and were related to theoretical support with 2 conceptual variables that with this study, mobile learning, mirroring, and cognitive skills. The results indicate that the use learning resource motivates learning embedded by converting an scenario into an innovative and collaborative element that the science or learning resources must be based on educational theories and strategies to effective natural subject and type or resource are related to cognitive skills are developed. The methodology, the first methodology is the only survey. The method is collect of data was through online survey with open closed questions where data analyze of the students could be collected through questions related to research project using qualitative methodology research. The use surveys is also a quality research, part of quality research, especially through the distribution of questionnaires with open questions. Methodology furthermore, there are conduct various platforms that facilitate the use of surveys for this type of research, both for online, offline data collection, as well to test analysis, coding of open questions, workflows, etc. The use of observation techniques in quality research response to certain problems, stems and study designs that prioritize the direct approach and capture social dynamics and practice in the natural context in which develop with the present instant and way proposed to present in what observation consists of quality receives its main characteristics and types into which classificate. The use of observation techniques in quality receives respond to the certain sustains and study design the produce the approach and capture of social dynamics and practice in the natural context where they develop. In this sense, Flick 2012 points on that practice accessibly online to observation and interviews and narratives simply make accounts of practice assesses inter of the practice tensors observation is often said to allow researchers to discover how sometimes really worse of happens. Page 149. The result of apply the surveys is the main results obtained are students response to cognitive skills where they have that human skills related to information processing. On their hand, they answer to cognitive skills are those that help us thinking and analyze and since in the it is have question as not solved through tests and blogs. That allow individual to know things, store information, organize and transform in until generate new products, perform operations such as establishing relationship, formulating generation as making determinations, solving problems, and achieve learning. The abilities is the speaking, listening, and writing and reading. This is a summary about the answers of the on the questions about the students' answers, and this is the link of the form of the survey. And the conclusions we developed of this research project, it was possible to strengthen students' and knowledge is a clear way within motivate strategies using ICT, information technology tools. Also with this project, it motivates students to develop their English language skills. This is the reference bibliographic, or I think, and thank you.